ADV bikes are the forefront of motorcycling adventure because of its capabilities to wander off-road and still cruise comfortably on the highway. But the problem with ADV bikes here in the Philippines is that they are obnoxiously big, too expensive and not practical for daily use. At yan ang dahilan kung bakit mas maraming riders dito sa Pilipinas ang pinipili pa rin ang mga small displacement bikes. Gaya ko, mas prefer ko ang 150cc segment na motor dahil pwede mo itong gamitin araw-araw at pang weekend rides without worrying too much about fuel consumption and maintenance. At kapag sinabi natin pang araw-araw na motor, scooter ang hari ng kalsada dahil ito ay practical, spacious, comfortable at easy to use. But Honda made a crossover scooter that is designed for adventure riding, which is called the X-ADV. It's a 745cc parallel twin maxi scooter that is adventure spec and completely capable off-road. But its mini-me version is the one that took the local riding community by storm. But the question is it even worth the ADV name? Halos nagkakagulo at pinabalot ng stress at problema ang Metro Manila ngayon. At heto tayo nakakapaglayag at solo ko ang kahabaan ng Marilake papunta sa probinsya ng Tanay. Malamig na tanawin, mga kapitbahay na nagtatratong magkapamilya at magandang lugar para maghanap ng adventure. This is the ADV150. This is Honda's mini crossover scooter that is based on its bigger sibling, which is the X-ADV. Surprisingly, Honda competes differently with Yamaha. Instead of developing a sports scooter that would go against the renowned Aerox, they made a rugged scooter to fill their own segment. The ADV is based from its elegant relative, which is the PCX 150. Everything is nearly the same from engine to frame, but Honda restyled it to be more rugged, brusco and macho that charms a dual sport rider to finally accept a scooter into their garage. Kung ang PCX ay elegante sa kalsada pero pangit kapag nadumihan, ang ADV naman ay mas katanggap-tanggap madumihan ng putik o alikabok dahil sa rugged styling cues nito from top to bottom. But unlike the PCX, the ADV has a larger windshield that is one-step adjustable on the fly. Simply pull the spring-loaded lock and adjust to your preference. No Allen bolts or screws to bother about, which is a nice feature. Look closely on the front-end design and it somehow resembles the X-ADV with its commanding looks of the DRLs and bright LED headlights, which are divided from the main head assembly by a black matte plastic and ADV branding to add a simple touch of detail. Then if you move over to the side of the main head assembly, you'll appreciate the rugged lines and premium build of the ADV. Good design continues to flow through to the stepboard assembly as the plastic color imitates the look of an aluminum bash plate. Same with the pillion step guard, which adds up to the adventure bike aura. And if you look closely to the back end of the main assembly, it has an X-shaped design which also adds up to the detail. And I like the paint quality as well, especially with this matte brown unit. Mas trip ko talaga ang matte color dahil mas elegante para sa akin at iwas gasgas na rin basta alagaan. The rear end of the ADV is also rugged with a more chunky design to allure the feeling of torque. Napakadaming touch of details na nagko-complement sa overall design ng scooter na to at first time ko nakita ito sa 150cc segment. May shaded ADV branding sa headlight, dashboard at fuel cover. Tapos chrome 3D emblem ng ADV150 sa sides para makita ang model name. Touch of details does not end there dahil marami ka pang ma-appreciate na mga maliliit na bagay na hindi inaagaw yung disenyo ng motor, pero nagko-complement ito sa overall design factor. Switchgear quality is nice and there's a good click and clunk feel when using the controls, and it does not feel cheap at all. And you have a switchable ISS and hazard as well. But if you ask me, I wish they coated the switches with a matte texture parang sa mga big bike nila para mas premium ang pakiramdam at iwas gasgas na rin over time. But this is what I like about Honda. Halos lahat ng upper segment na motor nila ay keyless at full LED lighting mula sa headlight, turn signal, brake light at pati na rin ang plate light, which adds up the premium factor. Sana isunod na rin nila ang switchgear texture since top of the line scooter naman ito sa 150cc segment. Flip the ignition and you get a negative LCD dashboard with a layout that is similar with the X-ADV, but information is limited with the speedometer, fuel gauge, odometer, fuel time, fuel consumption reading, date and time, and it even has an air temperature reading, which is not necessary, but why not, right? Going back sa touch of details, nilagyan ng covering ang dashboard para maging readable ito kahit sa tirik ng araw, at hiniwalay ang mga blip indicator sa lower section ng dashboard to add up sa design factor, which makes it feel premium and unique. This scooter is powered by the same engine as the PCX. It's the 149cc ESP fuel-injected liquid-cooled single-cam 2-valve squared engine producing 14.3 horsepower at 8,500 RPM and 13.8 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM, governed by a CVT automatic transmission that can pull this scooter up to 115 km per hour depending on your weight and road condition. Maraming riders ang nadismaya sa top speed ng ADV150, pero kung i-compare ko ito sa dati kong Aerox na kaya mag 125 km per hour na nakayuko na, hindi naman nagkakalayo ang datos at hindi ka naman nagbababad sa ganyang takbo, kaya maganda pa rin ang top speed ng ADV150 para sa isang scooter na may curb weight ng 133 kilograms. But unlike the PCX, Honda retuned this ESP engine for the ADV to produce 2% more torque. Then they reduced the wheel size on the rear from 14 to 13 inch to further decrease the force and mass needed to make the wheel spin. The results? The ADV has more torque than the PCX, making not only better from 0 to 60, but more capable on sketchy roads like dirt and gravel. But put your expectation at bay dahil hindi ito katulad ng CRF or XRM kung saan pwede ka magbabad sa first gear kung gusto mo for more torque. Ang torque ng ADV150 ay pangkalye lang talaga at hindi pwedeng pang off-road. Huwag na tayo magmatigas ng ulo. Hindi porket kayang dumaan sa light off-road off-road machine na agad ito. Dahil yung light off-road na dinadaanan ng mga first-timers sa off-road ay dinadaanan lang naman ng mga locals ng Nakarusi at SYM na underbone. Again, put your expectation right sa tunay na ADV bike. Well, at least mas komportable ito kaysa sa dual sport. Riding position is more upright than toilet-like position. Magugulat ka sa umpisa na medyo matigas ang upuan ng ADV kung sanay ka sa NMAX or Kymco scooters, pero well supported ang puwet mo dito in the long run. Ang hindi ko lang nagustuhan ay maliit ang forward stepboard at hindi ko ma-stretch ng gustuhan pa ako. But what I like about the scooters from Honda is that they are quiet and super smooth at consistent sila dito. I previously owned the Click 150 at sobrang hanga ako sa swabe ng takbo ng makina nito. Likewise sa ADV150 dahil sobrang swabe at sobrang tahimik din nito manakbo at halos wala kang mararamdamang vibration kahit sagad na ang makina, parang isang luxury car. Take note, kahit noong underbraking pa lang ito, literal na halos walang vibration, which adds up to the overall comfort when riding longer distances. My average cruising speed for my ADV is 70 km per hour and it cruises comfortably and quietly like a teenager sneaking into the night. One more thing about the scooters from Honda is the undisputed fuel consumption rating. The ADV150, despite weighing more than the Aerox or NMAX, has an excellent fuel consumption rating of 49 km per liter, mixed city and highway, with an average cruising speed of 70 to 80 kilometers per hour. Continuous highway riding would return 51 kilometers per liter and heavy city traffic at 46 kilometers per liter. Personally, nasaksihan ko ang fuel efficiency na ito dahil ang 300 pesos ko mula Pasig to Barangay Santo Niño, Tanay, malapit sa Manukan, ay halos 3 beses akong nakabalik sa Tanay, uwian bago ito pumatak sa last bar. Ganun katipid. Now remember, this depends on how heavy your right hand is. If you're easy like me, then you'll get the same results. If you're like a teenager ramming your right hand all the time as if your parents are not at home, well, expect a lesser number. Isipin mo, kahit anong blue core branding at advertising na gawin ng Yamaha, hindi talaga nito kayang talunin ng fuel efficiency ng Honda. Yung Aerox ko before, parating 39 km per liter ang average, kaya nakakahinayang minsan gamitin ito. Pero itong ADV150 kaya mag 47 km per liter na walwal na takbuhan. Another factor why I chose the ADV150 is the Showa suspension. You have 31mm front forks with 5.1 inches of travel and a twin-tube shocks with gold anodized sub-tanks on the rear with 4.7 inches of travel. Due to the long travel suspension, the ADV150's ground clearance is in par with standard bikes, despite having smaller wheels at 165mm. You get 2 caliper front disc brakes with ABS on the front and a single caliper on the rear with no ABS nor traction control, which is better for off-road use. Take note, this is the best suspension setup in this segment. Although medyo matagtag ito at hindi adjustable, pero nakatono ito para maging best for both worlds when riding on road and back roads. Sa highway, maganda ang takbo at handling kahit sa kurbada dahil hindi ito malikot at kayang mag-hold ang pagbank sa corner kahit 70 km per hour plus pa ang takbo mo. Dahil yan sa tulong ng long wheelbase, low center of gravity na makina at semi-stiff suspension tuning. Kaya magugulat ka kung gaano ka confidence inspiring mag-corner ang ADV150 without even trying hard to do so. Nasubukan ko rin ito sa light off-road gaya ng dirt at gravel at yakang-yaka naman ng ADV. Ramdam mo yung konting tagtag dahil sa semi-stiff suspension, pero dahil long travel pa ito, ni isang beses hindi ko naramdaman mag-bottom out ang forks or sumayad man lang ang scooter sa mga malalaking bato kahit ratrating ko ito sa bilis around 35 to 40 km per hour sa mabato at malubak na kalsada. Yung tamang timpla ng rear suspension at bigat ng makina na acting swing arm na rin ay isang natural na anti-squat feature to ensure na parating nakadikit ang rear wheels sa lupa, which translates to better traction sa dirt at gravel. Pero may cons naman ito, mas malalang unsprung weight, kung saan mas nahihirapan ng makina humatak lalo sa dirt at gravel at nakakadismaya ang resulta. One question that baffles most new ADV150 riders, can this scoot cross on rivers? No, not with these small wheels nor with this small engine and low-mounted airbox and CVT transmission. You can try, but halfway due to the crossing, the first victim is the CVT. It will drown itself and begin to slide and lose power on the rear wheels. Next to die is the engine. The exhaust is mounted high for styling, but the airbox is mounted so low that it will suck water into the combustion chamber, causing the engine to die miserably. So don't do it. Pero kaya ng ADV150 tumawid sa mga batis o sapa katulad nito. Nawasak ng bagyong Ulysses ang maliit na tulay dito, kaya napwersa ng mga tao tawidin ito. Para sa mga underbone at standard na motor, wala itong problema. Pero sa mga scooters na may maliliit na gulong at alanganin ng ground clearance ay problema ito at medyo technical ang pagtawid dito. Good thing Honda equipped the ADV150 with these semi-knobby tires. Not only that they are good on the highway, but this has more grip on dirt and gravel than most riders have balls. Combine it with the ADV's good ground clearance and it makes stream crossing a lot more easier than other scooters. Kung maganda ang suspension ng ADV at matipid ang makina, ang pinaka-cons nito ay yung makina mismo. Despite na ginawa ng paraan ng Honda para dagdagan ng torque kahit papano, mahina ang hatak nito o mabagal ang power delivery sa low end at mararamdaman mo lang ang hatak bandang mid-range na kung saan pinaka-needed the most ang low-end power sa light off-road. Tinono ng Honda in the name of safety. At ang tawag dito ay neutral delay o dragging at hindi ito issue ng motor pero safety para kahit sino ay hindi mabibigla kahit biglang mabirit nila ito nang hindi sinasadya. At ang isa pang cons ng ADV ay ang CVT transmission pa rin. Maliban sa neutral delay dapat ginawa na nila itong chain driven pero ang CVT ay hiwalay mismo sa swing arm ng motor katulad sa X-ADV. Kung ito ang ginawa ng Honda, mas magiging capable ito sa off-road or stream crossing dahil una, mababawasan ang unsprung weight sa swing arm. Pangalawa, hindi madaling malunod ang CVT kapag pinasok ito ng tubig at mas madaling linisin. Pangatlo ay ma-relocate ang air intake banda sa taas para siguradong makakahinga ang makina kahit lumusong sa baha o patis. Kung 149,000 pesos ang scooter nito at sana ginastusan na tinona ng maigi ng Honda ang buong capabilities nito kaysa ilaan ng budget sa styling at marketing. Pero hindi naman natin sila masisisi dahil first time nila mag-develop ng ganitong uri ng scooter sa segment na ito. Baka sa mga susunod na generation ng ADV150 ay mas maging worthy sa ADV tagline at hindi PCX na naglalaro lamang ng dress up. So far, pwede mong ma-rectify ang lack of low-end power delivery by retuning the CVT. But as an all-arounder scooter that can travel efficiently and quietly on the highway and be effective on light off-road and back roads and be dirty and still look macho and rugged at the same time and still being fuel efficient for everyday use, the Honda ADV150 might not be worthy of the ADV Go Anywhere tagline. But it is one unique scooter for all your daily urban adventures. Parang yung unang launch ng XRM. It was weird at first, but it made a legacy. Likewise sa ADV150. Ito ang una at baka ito ang mag-spark ng bagong kompetisyon sa 150cc scooter segment.